museums mostly, or heavily guarded storage facilities, or sometimes from the homes of other collectors, although very rarely, because of course stealing from a fellow collector was only an invitation for them to steal from you. The illegal collecting community was built on a mutual trust that was, in turn, built on a mutual distrust. On this particular night, in early October, an uncomfortably dry and warm fall evening, with the wind whipping hot and fast in from the desert, spreading a fire through the hills so the air was smoky and palpable even in this cloistered little neighborhood, miles from danger, James was expecting no visitors at all. Even a minute outside in these conditions left him choking and wiping at his eyes, so he had spent the day tucked safely away in the filtered and conditioned air of his museum. All to say that he was confused and frightened when there was a knock at the door. No one should have even been able to knock on his door since it was behind a secure fence and past several sensors and cameras. But there was definitely a knock. He pulled out his phone and texted his chief of security, Donna. He had an on-site security staff at all times, and Donna herself practically lived at the house, overseeing its protection. She responded to any texts within seconds, 24 hours a day. But Donna did not reply to the text. Minutes passed with no reply. The knocking continued. He went to the intercom and flicked it on. "Go away," he said, in a voice he incorrectly thought sounded brave. "There is armed security on its way. If you leave now, we won't press charges." "That's not very welcoming at all," a voice from close behind him said. He screamed and whirled around. There was a man wearing a uniform like an old-fashioned diner waiter, black pants and white shirt and a white paper hat. Every part of his outfit was perfectly pressed and neatly maintained. "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you," the man said. He smiled, a warm and utterly false smile. "It's only that no one was answering my knocking." "The police are on their way," James said. "You need to leave." "The police?" the man said. "But you said it was armed security. Which is it, Mr. Bennington?" James heard a skittering sound, like a swarm of insects. And was that a child who just ran down the hallway behind the man? It had looked like a child. No children had ever been allowed in the museum. He shuddered to think what a child might do to a collection like his. "No one is on their way, Mr. Bennington, are they?" the man said. He didn't come any closer, leaning on the mantelpiece of one of the house's 8 fireplaces. "And you are fine. You are totally fine. We merely need one item from your collection." "My collection is not for sale." The man's smile got wider, hungrier. "We aren't buying." This time, 3 children most definitely ran down the hall. They were wearing ragged and dirty Halloween costumes, although it wouldn't be Halloween for another 3 weeks. One, dressed like a pirate, turned to look at James as they ran by, but the light flickered oddly and he couldn't see the child's face. "I have a security staff at all times," James said. "They have the house surrounded." "Oh?" the man said, looking around with a gleeful performance of curiosity. He examined the complete lack of other people in the vicinity, and then listened to the utter absence of approaching footsteps outside. He held up his hands, a pose that said, "What are you going to do? Good help is hard to find." "I'm sure it's as you say, sir," the man said. "And while it's true, I myself don't have a security staff to match the one that is undoubtedly on its way to arrest us, what I do have," and here he unfolded one long, pale finger to indicate behind James, "is her." The woman was